1000XR review. When I rented the BMW S 1000XR for a 6-day trip riding the Dolomites in northern Italy with my two amigos, I had no idea when I signed the rental agreement and threw a left over at the big bike for the first time that I'd be so enamored with the bike. 5 days after landing back in Los Angeles, I beelined it over to Ibarbe Silver BMW and bought one. But wait. Maybe I just wasted a nice chunk of change because of context rather than reality. Maybe I'd be enthralled riding anything onto wheels in the mountains of Italy, and the BMW S 1000XR was going to feel mediocre on familiar roads. Nope. That didn't happen. If you've read any of my articles for Ultimate Motorcycling, you know I'm not a journalist. I'm just a guy who is fortunate to have a friend who lets me write for his magazine, loves to write, has invested copious amounts of money and time on training/coaching, and spends his seat time primarily in the canyons, on multi-day tours, and at the track. My opinions and perspective are specific to my riding preferences and not one of a trained, seasoned, technically proficient journalist. Okay, disclaimer done. I am also the proud owner of a 2015 Ducati Multistrada 1200S and a 2016 Suzuki GSX-S 1000 which I reviewed for this website. However, upon purchasing the 2016 BMW S 1000XR, it was the Suzuki I sold to my very good friend Dennis at Beach Moto, and not the Multistrada. At this point maybe you're asking, why would you buy two bikes that are basically in the same sport touring category? As you'll read, the XR was to become my new and naked bike for the track and canyons. At my 600-mile service, I decided to clean up the XR a bit. The facelift was cosmetic in nature, as the guts of the bike need no help from me or any aftermarket manufacturer in my humble opinion. The BMW S 1000XR hauls the mail directly out of the crate. However, if I'm going to take it to the track, I certainly did not need the top case, rack, side case, mounts, touring screen, handguards, or passenger pegs. Thanks to R&G Racing, Evoque Performance, and Food, I streamlined things. When I chose to rent the XR in Italy, I thought that the Multistrada was a competitor, and they very well may be if you ask the marketing departments of both Ducati and BMW, as well as the thousands of buyers of both bikes around the world. After riding and now owning both, I decided to take a road less traveled with the XR. See what I did there. I felt the BMW S 1000XR would fit in nicely with my buddies who ride pretty OTOZONE, Yamaha FD10S, and KTM 1290 Super Dukes, even if they did not think so. So here's my take. Today's bikes, tires, electronics, chassis, engine, and overall performance capabilities are improving at warp speed. I'd argue almost any bike in the naked flash sport touring segment are going to be more bike than 99.9% of all rider skills mine included when riding on challenging roads and flash of the track. Unless you're racing or 21 years old, for both, you really don't need a sport bike to enjoy the track at pace, or a safe but fast ride in the canyons. Most of my buddies, some former racers, current racers, and just everyday riders are beginning the migration away from sport bikes and towards the amazing naked class of bikes that forgive our age and waistline, yet don't compromise on performance and outright fun. I say give your lower back and body a break and get a comfortable motorcycle with sport bike DNA. For me, that bike was the XR. It's all-day comfortable, has a full suite of 21st century electronics, a screaming Air 1000R engine, monster Brembo brakes, and a giggle-inducing clutchless up and down shifter. Part of me thinks I bought a bike just for the shifter. Kidding, wait, am I? Almost all of the rider coaches I've had the pleasure of working with over the past 6 years since I moved to Southern California from New York have taught me while riding street bikes such as the Yamaha XC1, Yamaha FD10, Triumph, Speed Triple, and Honda CB1000R, to name a few. For any of you who think you can't go well on track unless you have a full race spec sport bike with slips and tire warmers, I'd invite you to head on over to YouTube and check out instructors and former racers Ken Hill, Nick Iannucci, Lee Parks, Chris Harris, Jason Greenmore, Michael Gilbert and others flying around the racetrack on basically bone stock street bikes with street tires. So now maybe you're saying, but, hey, you could have done all that with the Multistrada, too, and it would have been just as capable. Here is where I think the line in the sand between the BMW and the Ducati is drawn. These are far different motorcycles at the track or in the canyons at pace. Drilling down a bit further, I'd say the gap in DNA widens at the track versus canyons. So, while I'll probably split time in the canyons on both bikes, the BMW will be my track option. Underneath all those luggage tracks, and behind the OEM integrated GPS mounts, lives the beast that is the BMW S 1000 XR. While the Ducati Multistrada 1200S is no slouch of a bike in terms of power and handling, the XR is at another level of our price performance. IBE now beating both the BMW S 1000 XR and Ducati Multistrada 1200S at a few track days, on some long tours, and countless day trips full of twisty roads. My Suzuki GSX S1000 has given way to the S1000 XR. I'm keeping the Multistrada and the BMW. I love both bikes but for different reasons. I think BMW got the marketing a bit wrong. The XR is not an adventure bike. It's, well, I don't actually know what it is categorically. What I do know is it's a fantastic, refined, comfortable, and fast motorcycle. It's way more super naked than Sport 4, and that's why I customized it in the way I did. Think FD10 on performance-enhancing substances. The Ducati Multistrada 1200S is classic sport touring, and when I have a long trip I'll grab the key fob with the Italian logo without hesitation. When heading to the track, it'll be the German missile formerly disguised as redundant pride in my garage, my BMW S 1000 XR.